Hello, hello, welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a very exciting video, because today it is time to reveal a new car. Now today is not a car reveal that is usual on this channel. Today is a car reveal with a difference. Usually I'd be in a forecourt of a dealer's, banging on and on, walking around the car park, showing you around the dealers, then going in, cover coming off, yada yada yada. Today is a different one, because due to my schedule I've not actually been able to get into the dealer in question to go and get this car. This car was from Porsche Leeds. Some of you will now know which car I'm going on about, but I've been unable to get up to Leeds. I haven't had the time to book an entire day out, go all the way up to Leeds, which is a fantastic bunch. Porsche Leeds, Mr. James Simpson there, wonderful bloke, the same bloke I bought my Carrera T off many moons ago. I would love to have gone up there, done the whole public collection thing, but I literally didn't have any free slots in the next 3 weeks to go and get the car. So I've had it trucked down to me, the point at which we're at. Now I've come to a rural location for very good reason, which is leading on to another video you'll see very soon with this chap here. We will go into that as well. However, that's your backstory anyway, why I'm here rurally with my brand new car. So with waffle aside then, this is the third one of these I've actually had, and by far and away the most special. So without further ado then, ladies and gentlemen, I reveal to you my PTS 992 Turbo S Coupe. Here she is then. Here is my PTS 992 Turbo S Coupe. Now, I have had two of these cars already. The first one was a black coupe from Porsche Mayfair. That was a cancelled order back in the middle of the first lockdown, I believe, summer 2020. There were cars coming in and people were bailing out of them, panicking left, right and centre, and I took that car. That was a black cancelled order car. Looked amazing, wasn't the sort of thing I necessarily wanted. Second Turbo S 992 I've had of one of these. That went back to Reading not so long ago. You guys have had a video on that. That went back into them, as is customary with these dealer kind of relationships. You give back the car, despite there being strong overs on them. That car went back to Reading. That was a GT silver car with red roof. Absolutely loved it, but for the reason of this car coming and some other things going on in my life, that car went back to Porsche Reading. I say it went back, it's not a demo, it's not a freebie. That car was actually sold back to them. And all the way along, I had this car, this order in with Leeds. So I actually went through it a little while ago. So what we've got then, we've got dark olive metallic paint. I don't know if you can see that fleck on camera. It's so hard to pick up. There's a really nice green bronze fleck in that paint, and it's actually got full covering in SunTech reaction film. So that car is fully protected. It is PTS paint. It was 8 grand or so, so it's being protected by the very best. So the film was actually applied up in Leeds by SRS Automotive. So I often get asked, who's best for PPF? All different locations around the UK, but if you're anywhere near Leeds, and obviously it doesn't even matter because you can just truck it back and forth, but the guys have done the PPF on this and they've done an incredible job. And if I'm really organised, I'll show you some shots of the car being worked on in the workshop at SRS Automotive. Anyway, being SunTech, it's extremely glossy, and also it's got a hydrophobic coating as well, which means that when you wash it and whatnot, the water just falls off along with the dirt, so it makes it extremely easy to clean. And also, it's very shiny, very glossy, and all very protected. Whole car is done. Key goods. Other than the very rare PTS paint, which is actually difficult to get on the Turbo S, you've also got aero kit. Again, something that popped on and off the configurator once or twice and is no longer, I believe, an option for the time being. Very cool. And that incorporates this little flick here on the side. And if you come around the back, you can tell as well, because you've got a little flick on the wing. This is extended and kind of flicks out a little bit as well. I think that's pretty much all there is to it. The other really important thing is, on my Turbo S's, James having a little view there, is the square exhaust tips. Square exhausts are absolutely key goods on these cars. I don't care what you say, they're key goods. I hate the sports exhaust on the Turbo S. It sounds like an M4 with a burble mod map on it in sport mode. I really don't like it. It's intrusive, it burbles, it sounds annoying, and it looks like 2 bottom holes. So I really don't like it. Square tips for the win on the 992 Turbo S. Argue with me in the comments. Also on this car, we've gone for the exclusive design wheels in silver with black center locks there. Obviously ceramic brakes which come as standard, the front ones being absolutely enormous. They're now 10-pot brakes. Look at the size of those, it's a joke. It's pretty much the same size as the wheel, and you've actually got front wheels and back wheels which are a different size from each other. Also controversially, but I think works very, very well, if I do say so myself, silver window trims. So you've got high gloss silver window trims there as well. Again, another controversial option. I've gone for a tin top sliding roof there. Usually you'd have glass there, but I think to complete the more classic look, which continues inside, I think having painted on there is a very, very nice option. And also, when you forget to close the shutter, it's not a greenhouse inside because it's all shaded. Inside then, this is when it gets fun. I went for the Heritage interior pack. So that means you've got Heritage carpet, Heritage inserts in the seat. So you've kind of almost got this velour type 930 turbo insert in the seat here. Most of you will have seen the Heritage interior actually in a cream guise, because no one spec'd it in black other than me. You also get amazing inserts in the doors as well. This is this kind of old school like carpeted jazz on here, amazing stitching and extended leather as well. You also get a little plaque over here, little 911 plaque. I went for a fire extinguisher just cause, if you're in any convoy with any, can't say it anymore. And also you've got Porsche exclusive manufacture on the armrest here as well. But my favorite thing about all of this is the dials. You get this Heritage style design on the dials. That actually matches very, very closely to the style on my rev gauge on my 912. And Porsche being Porsche on the 992s, they've got 5 dials here as well, like the old cars. And even up here on your Sport Chrono stopwatch, you've got the old school green, almost patina style text. Very, very cool. And that also continues into the back as well. You've got the inserts on the back seats as well. Amazing interior package. Very, very sneaky. Not something you'd instantly clock off the bat or go for. That was about £6 or so for that option. Other little Heritage touches around here. You've got 911 badge on the sills, like the old school 911 there as well. And you've got Burmester as well, because I didn't mess around with the spec. Went for Burmester. I think it's about £2.5–3 grand. Very, very cool. And that 911 touch on the sill there, none of this carbon illuminated nonsense, actually carries through onto the back of the car, where you have 911 on here as well. Just a nice, simple 911 badge on there. No one needs to shout about the fact it's a Turbo S. Other little touches that bring it all together. You've got silver on the grills here. That was actually standard. Didn't need to option that at all. You can go for body coloured on the top of the slaps there. Don't really care about that. But very crucially, something irrelevant that I've noticed, they no longer do the word Porsche at the bottom of the window that they did on the 997s. But actually, obviously, it almost goes without saying now when I buy a 911, it's not got privacy glass in it. Why anyone gets privacy glass on a 911, I don't know, because it makes the whole thing look like a van from the side. It looks terrible. Don't care what he says. So no privacy glass either, and that is about it. But that paint was worth every penny. In the evening, it just kind of looks like black, and actually I think on the Turbo S, a colour that can be dailied works best. I don't think they work very well in kind of a shouty colour that's more for your kind of wing GT products. I think a car like this really, really suits a kind of almost subtle dailiable colour. And boring Porsche nerd fact of the day, dark olive metallic, which is the name of this paint colour, was the launch colour for the 996 Turbo S 20 odd years ago. So it is a Turbo S colour. It was first seen on a Turbo S, and in actual fact I saw this colour last time in the metal on a chap that I know, Ian's Carrera GT that I filmed at Octane. He got his Carrera GT resprayed in this colour, and actually a friend of mine's got a 996 Turbo S in this colour as well. So it is a colour I've known for a while, I've loved, and I think it's fantastic. It just takes a second look at it to really clock that, yep, that's PTS green. Very, very happy with that and how all the details are picked out on there. I was mooting towards black calipers, but I think in the end the yellow calipers won out. I'm not a big yellow caliper kind of guy, but I think it just works on this. It just looked a little bit too boring, a little bit too under the radar without them. Other spec options then before I disappear. We're not going to get any driving done in this video. That's going to be another video because I've got more adverts to ram in. We've got the uprated headlights. I've forgotten what they're called. I didn't go absolutely crazy and get the black ones. I just got the silver ones to pick out all the other silver details. And the other option as well, you've got adaptive cruise control there as well, which basically just laser guides it onto the car in front, and above all else it just looks cool. Front number plate's not on there. I'm not going to make up a reason why that's not there other than it just looks much better without. And should I get an £80 fine, I'll take that on the chin. Who really cares? Other than that, that's it. That is my 992 Turbo S. James, what do you think? You're a big Turbo S guy.
You know what? I'm just going to clap it in, because if there's one thing you know how to spec a car. Even if you told me you were going to spec it like that, I'd be like, oh, I don't know about this. And then when it comes, I'm just like, how have you done it again?
Again?
The title's got to be meet the best spec Turbo S in the world, because that is insane.
That might be the title.
Do you know what I like as well? You don't bow to peer pressure. Everyone would say don't do this. You just do your own thing and it looks amazing. I wouldn't spec it like this, but I might pay you to spec my next car. I might start offering specking services. It depends where my kind of income goes. Specky Doodles, yeah. Specky Doodles.
Tommy Specky Doodles, that'll be the name of the company. Tommy Specky Doodles Limited. Specky Doodle Do, yeah, 100%. Yeah, and a lot of the time I am specking things, and even dealers are like, yeah, not sure about that, mate. I'm like, yeah, you will be when it turns up, mate. So
sure. That colour, I know you said it on camera, and I'll vouch for it. You can't explain it until you see it.
I'm trying to see it through the screen that I've got on my camera here, and it's not really picking it up. I'm hoping it comes out better on a YouTube screen or kind of.
Colour and it's the fleck. It's two-prong. It's unbelievable. And on different lights, it's just.
Yeah.
When you see it, you see it. It's just light bulb moment. You see it, and you're like, that's cash.
Oh, he's got a black Turbo S.
Whoa!
Incorrect.
Yeah.
PTS. So all optioned up, that car was £190,000, 189 something or other. And of course on the money front, Charles and Dean funded this car. If you want car finance, you want to take advantage of the current rates before they go up, you want to see how you can get out of your current car, any advice on the finance front, get in touch with Charles and Dean. They are the best in the biz, and they've been funding my garage for years and years and years now. Porsche have done a couple of sneaky price rises, and this was an MY23 car, so it has got the slightly uprated kind of infotainment system and whatnot inside it. But I didn't do cooled seats. It's about the only thing I didn't option inside. And whereas the Heritage seats and interior pack is quite a lot of money, you do save quite a lot of money by not doing stupid carbon and illuminated nonsense inside. So it's not that expensive on the whole.
Sorry, that was rude of me. I wasn't bored.
It was rude of you, James. No, it's absolutely fine.
I'd never get bored of that car.
No.
You can't beat him.
No, you can't. You can't actually beat that.
I learned a lot as well, because I didn't know you could spec the tin top, and a lot. Just listening to you go through that video was really informative, actually. Tin top's cash.
I actually didn't show you the roof properly. So it's the same size as the other roof. I don't know if you can actually see it. Yeah, you can. So it's the same size as the other roof. It's just solid most of the time. And then when you open it, obviously a hole opens up in there. But I just think if you're speccing PTS as well, you may as well get as much paint as possible for your cash. And that's actually cheaper, obviously, than the glass roof. Perfect. And you're also slightly more protected from attacks from above as well, if that's important to you. Don't know why you'd be getting attacked from above, but that's it. That is it, you lot. I'm keen to hear what you think of my spec. I know it's not kind of the usual chav spec that is banding around all over the place, but I just thought if I'm lucky enough to be able to option one of these, I'm just going to go to town on it. You can option these up past 200 grand. There are a few money wasting things that I didn't actually bother with this on this car. Anyway, keen to hear what you think. Get in the comments, let me know. Huge thank you to SRS Automotive for the PPF. Of course, a huge thank you to Suntech as well. They are the best in the business. They're the best in the game. If you want PPF, get in touch with them. And if you're really lucky, I'll leave a £250 money off voucher link below. If you're getting PPF on your car, use the link, get 250 quid off. Very exciting. And installers all over the country, which is very, very helpful. There we go. That's it. Thank you very much. Thank you again to James Simpson at Porsche Leeds. For now, I am disappearing. That was enough waffle, was it not?
I actually enjoyed that. I'll watch it again on YouTube.
A collection video with a difference, James, because I'm not really collecting it. I've already been driving it.
No, James. I know. I've been privileged enough to sit in it, go in it, and
we've been whizzing along. And without the sports exhaust, it sounds
sick.
good. You need to drive one of these without the sports exhaust to realise.
991.2, I can vouch for that.
Yeah, it's louder than 991.2.
It's perfect, it's the right sweet spot.
It's the right sweet spot, and there's no stupid burbles. You just get turbo version engine tone.
I'll be honest.
With no synthetic nonsense.
If you're going to do it, preserve the OEM tips
Yep.
that you've got, and if you do want more noise, I wouldn't get the Porsche Sports exhaust. I'd go for something else behind the scenes of those 4 tips that will make it better.
So we may well go to JCR Porsche at some point.
Oh boy!
Oh boy, keep the tips. Yeah. Anyway, first drive video coming very soon. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye now.